Wherever you are in this world, whether it's away from home or somewhere, I don't know, you just feel a bit homesick, there's always one thing that's the same. And sometimes in the evening, I like to go outside the balcony and look at the sky, look at the moon, look at the stars, and that piece of sky just feels, just look up there and it feels like at home, because I remember watching the moon and sky and stars way from home, and you get that glimpse, just a little bit glimpse, that you are home. Another thing that's the same wherever you are in the world, and that's the Omega. This is my last video about Omega, and I'm not gonna talk to you about this. My last video about Omega Speedmaster Professional, and this is gonna be I wanted, whenever I get a cool watch I really like, I want to do some special kind of video, something more professional, spiffy, but that's not me. I like it, just sit in front of the camera and talk about it. And wherever you go in the world, the Moonwatch is the same. It's the universal recognized watch, and today I want to talk to you about my Moonwatch full review. And I don't know, it's not a full review, everyone reviewed the Moonwatch. I just want to talk to you about it. So yeah guys, this is my Moonwatch, the Omega Moonwatch, and when I first encountered the Moonwatch in person, I was a bit let down, disappointed, because it's not as shiny and spiffy as I thought it will be, because this is a tool watch, and I come to terms with it 2 years later. I got one, I purchased one, the exact one I first saw. So this is my first Omega Moonwatch I ever saw in person, and this is the one I got. And I made a video about it. I was not that impressed, and I urge everyone, before buying it, go to somewhere and try it out, see if you like it, because this watch is not for everyone. And that's why I like it. It's universally loved and recommended chronograph, entry-level chronograph into really high chronology. I shouldn't say entry-level, but this is a watch that's not Lange & Söhne datograph, but it's a first best or decent chronograph. It has a tremendous history. It's been up in the moon, and all the story I told you about it, but overall, how it's been like living with the Moonwatch and everything. When you first come to terms with it, you know it's a tool watch, and I can go now to space with it. So that's that's really something. I have a watch in my collection, I can go to space, and I many times I said I don't like this watch because it's so popular, everyone is tooting the same horn and everyone singing praises. So in terms of luxury and bling, this watch is not it. You want to get a Aqua Terra from Omega, you want to get the Brightwing, you want to get something I don't know, blingy, but if you want a real proper chronograph that is capable of going up to the space, because you like that, then you get this one, because this is a flight certified by NASA for all manned space missions. So yeah, it was also the first watch worn on the moon, so there is history about it. And I got this in my collection because I honestly wanted to cross it off the list for so many years, ever since I got into watches, and I did, and I'm not looking back. Also in my collection, if I would really have to get rid of some watches for something, this would be the first one to get, because why, it's easy to sell, and I wouldn't miss it as my other watches. You know, in my collection I have a Reverso and Submariner and some smaller brand watches, but this one is really something I wouldn't miss that much. I'm not saying I'm gonna sell it, but it's easy to understand why so many people buy it, wear it, and sell it because it's not for them. And they decide it's not for them. And this watch is not for everyone. This is a watch for genuine watch enthusiasts. And I did a little like attempt of a comedy because uh, I felt like doing it. I wore my watch first time because it was quarantine and everything. And first time I wore it outside, I was expecting some random bloke who will recognize it and say, "Hey man, is that a Moonwatch?" Well, it's not. And didn't happen, and I tried to make some funny video, and of course some of you mentioned, oh, you should not buy a watch, you buy a watch for yourself and whatnot, blah blah blah. But when I get the Moonwatch, I fully expect when I'm wearing it one day, because there are not a lot of watch enthusiasts in the world as you may think there is. We are a small world of watch nerds, watch geeks, and I that's why I like to geek out about watches, and this is the last time I geek out about a Moonwatch. This is last time I'm making a video. Hopefully, it's the last time. And yeah, it's not for everyone. It's manual wound, and that's why you get it. Oh, I don't like manual wound. That's why you get this much, because if you're a watch enthusiast, you do like manual wound. I do. I love it. I would make all watches manual wound. Sure, a couple days I wasn't wearing it. It stopped. I forgot to wound it, but uh, also my automatic watches stopped because I'm not wearing them, and so sometimes I need to wound them. So it's not an argument. It's this watch manual wound is a great tool to weed out, to kick out all the guys who are not that into watches. We're not so many watch enthusiasts. I've said this many times. Watch guys are boring. Just take a look at. I see an enormous amount of watch channels coming out, and most of them are really boring. I don't watch a lot of watch channels, watch reviews. I know why you're watching me, to be honest, but uh, we are watch nerds and we like to sometimes geek out about watches, and there I try to make two videos per week or three sometimes, but and I say I'm not gonna talk about the same thing over and over and over, but the watch enthusiast in me, I get that need sometimes to geek out about watches, and frankly there's not a lot of kindred spirits around here or around you. So I turn on my camera and I like to geek out about watches with you. So this is a fantastic watch. It has a crystal, Hazelite crystal. It's a plastic crystal. It gets scratches. I bumped mine into a couple of corners and I got a couple of scratches from crystal, but you can buff them out. I choose not to unless it becomes really intolerable. But what I like about Moonwatch is this is not a first watch I would recommend to someone who's new into watches. I recommended my friend who's wanted to get some decent watch. What I recommended from Omega was Seamaster 300 or the Aquaterra, and he picked Seamaster 300 because he wouldn't like this manual wound watch right now. Maybe later when he gets more into watches, then it is for him. So even though this watch is so popular and tooted, it's not for everyone, and I really love the fact that it's manual wound. It's 1861 movement, 321 caliber was the real deal that went to the space, but coincidentally in 1969 they came up with the 861, and that was the marketed as a moon watch because of the marketing, and somewhere in the 90s, maybe 96, up until last year, 1861 was the moment for this watch. Now, I got the opportunity to get a sapphire sandwich Omega, and I passed on it. And knowing this now, I wouldn't pass on it because when I had this one, I wanted to have a Sazalite crystal and this non see through case back because this is the Moonwatch. But this watch is the movement is not decorated. It has a Delrin, that's a plastic chronograph break inside of this moment, and I don't like about it. They say it's durable, but on a sapphire crystal and sapphire sandwich, that's a sapphire on top and sapphire bottom, you see a decorated movement, and this one's not. This is just a do the job kind of movement. It will do your job, and that's it. So do not dismiss sapphire sandwich. There are lots of other variations like first omega in space and lots of other stuff. So Moonwatch is for true watch enthusiast who already knows about history. When you get it, you learn about history, you fall like Alice in Wonderland into deep pit. And this watch, I find something, I learn something every day that is new to it, and I truly enjoy wearing it. And here I have a bracelet which I haven't shown you before in my reviews, and this is just a normal bracelet. The interesting thing about the links is that the links are from the top and bottom the same, which is not the case for example Speedmaster Automatic Reduced, which is a great watch, but it's not so great. So definitely get the professional one. It's a great bracelet. You can see the end links here, and everything is really nice. I don't like this watch on the bracelet as much as I like it on the leather band. And even though I'm a bracelet guy, I would wear every watch on the bracelet. But this is a strap monster, and it's a great watch for a watch enthusiast, not for someone who's new into watches. They're great Omega watches. Aquaterra is one of the latest watch crushes I had, and I almost got an Aquaterra before this one. But now that I have the Moonwatch, I don't look back at Aquaterra. But it's a great piece. So yeah, that's it. Everything about the watch there is to know. It's known. It has a 42 mil diameter, 20 mil lug width. Looks great on any strap or needle, or even on a bracelet. It looks good, but you just cannot deny the versatility of this watch on the strap. So yeah, this is my little piece. I like it, and just wanted to talk watches with you guys. So yeah, and that's it. Omega Moonwatch, one of my greatest watch crushes, and when I got it, it's not my greatest and best watch, nor do I love it the best, but I definitely do love it enough to keep it in my collection and to have it. And I understand why so many people have it in their collection. I also understand why so many people buy it and flip it on a short term, but this is a watch to have.